Today, I begin a new life, for I'm the master of my abilities. And today, it's going to be a great, beautiful day.
Which was the first down since the 6-minute mark of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Showing fight, showing toughness here on the road. Bama
Yes, I know it's been a minute since I uploaded a video, and it's a reason why. The last time I uploaded, I wasn't really encouraged or really motivated to upload any videos. I wasn't living in the best environment. I didn't have the best quality or have the best equipment to record videos. I was going to barber school as well at that time, and the school I was going to ended up kicking me out the school for some weird reason. It wasn't only me, but it was like a lot of other people. It was like they had a system, like it was like a scam or something. But I ended up going to a different school. I kid you not, I finished barber school in like 7 months. I was going to school from 7 to 7, Monday through Saturday, 12 hours a day, because I was so determined to finish. At first, I was going to give up, but my girl, she was like, no, just go ahead, just knock it out, just start over. Everything happened for a reason. You'll get further in life with your license than without it. And I had to think, I'm like, yeah, you're right. Let me just go ahead and knock this out. So I ended up finishing barber school, and I got my barber's license. I passed the test, like the practical and the written, on the first try, and I was like really happy about that. It was a tough journey, but once I got my license, it was such a relief. It was like, oh man, finally, like I feel like the man. I feel like I can do anything. I can go anywhere. It was just the best feeling in the world getting my barber's license. So since I had enough time to figure out how I want to build my channel, I'm able to be more consistent now. I have better quality. I live in a better area. I'm able to think and breathe and not have to worry about, oh, I live with this person and I have to be quiet, or I can't have these certain amount of people all in the house and coming in and out the house. Like, now I'm able to move freely, and I'm able to drop content for the little subscribers that I do have. The subscribers I do have, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna make sure I continue to drop fire content and stay consistent. That's one of my goals this year, is just stay consistent dropping videos. I'm gonna drop videos like every Friday or Saturday, like every week, so I can get used to doing these videos and voiceovers. So right here, I'm doing a high taper, nothing too crazy. If you're a beginner, I suggest that you really pay attention to what I'm doing, so you can learn new techniques on how to blend or how to fade certain hairstyles when you come across them. And when people sit in your chair, you'll know how to attack that haircut, and you won't be lost, or you won't be scared cutting that person hair, because you're gonna know what you're doing. So before cutting any type of hair, you always want to make sure you comb the hair out. That's key, because if you don't, when you start to cut somebody hair, or when you start the blending or fading process, you're gonna snag somebody hair, and that's not a good feeling at all. And you don't want to look like a rookie barber when you know what you're doing behind the chair. So make sure you always comb the hair out before you start any cut or fading process. Right here, y'all see the blend coming together. I'm using my technique to make sure I blend the hair to the best of my ability. Now, blending coarse hair is not easy to blend at all, because as you blend the hair, you sometimes can continue to push the fade up, and it starts to look bald, and then it starts to look like you're going too high. So there's a certain kind of way you have to cut coarser hair to prevent from you having a too high of a taper to where it starts looking like a bald fade. Whatever you do on one side, you do on all sides. Do not switch your techniques up because you don't want to get lost in your fade, and you don't want to have your fade or your taper lopsided. So whatever you do to one side, you do to all sides. Make sure that your guidelines are all the same size. Just use the same technique that you use to blend one side. And that's another thing you want to do. Just create a fading technique that works for you. Watch other YouTubers that cut hair and watch how they cut their hair and watch how they blend, and then take what you learn from them and create your own technique. And that's what I did. I have multiple techniques that I use to blend hair, and I just recently came up with another technique on how to blend without a zero guard. So I'm gonna be dropping a video soon on that, but stay on point here. What you do to one side, you do to all sides to make sure your blends come out even. When cutting hair, it's more than just cutting hair and being a barber. It's a lot of things that you have to look out for, and there's a lot of things that you have to be aware of when you come across different clients or different people that you're going to be cutting. Some people may have like skin conditions that you have to be aware of. Some people may have like scars in their hair from like surgery, or some people may have like I don't know if you ever seen somebody with the bumps in the back of their head. It looked like the back of their neck got burnt up. All that can be from like the ingrown hair. So especially when cutting African American hair, like there's certain things you can't do, like using a shaver to get the hair on the back of their neck super bald or on the side of their head, because they'll bump up. So you can't do that. I mean, some you can. That's mainly for like the older people because they have like tougher skin, but like younger people, I'll say probably like mid-30s, you can't use the shaver on, because they more than likely go bump up, especially under the neck. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to have nobody looking like a rice cake. So it's things you have to look out for and be cautious of as a fresh new barber. So if you like a fresh new barber, you want to learn certain things that's going to help protect yourself and your client from catching certain kind of things that's going to cause their skin to break out, or that's going to cause them to have like a flare up or a breakout, or cause their skin to like, react in a bad way, because you don't want to seem like you don't know what you're doing. You don't want to seem like you a bad barber, because that's going to build a bad rep on you, and then word get around fast. Like word spreads like fire. So if somebody be like, oh, who cut you? And they be like, oh, such and such cut me. You be like, oh man, I know not to go to him. I'm gonna find somebody else. Now that's clientele that you lost because you weren't being cautious and careful of the client's skin. Forgive me if I sound weird or jittery. I'm just thinking about what I'm gonna say next while talking. Oh, excuse me. What I'm doing right here is I'm just cutting the hair down with a one guard open, or to the desired length that I feel like is right. That way, I'm not cutting the hair down too low. I still want to keep it dark, but I'm just cutting the hair down to prep for the hairline so I can start to line the hair up. And the reason why I did that is because when you line the hair up, you don't want the hair to hang over the hairline. Like you want the hairline to be visible. You want it to be crispy. So that's why you trim the hair down on the sides or the perimeter of the hair. So when it's time to line the hair up and you add like some kind of holding spray, or as I'm doing right now, I'm just prepping the hairline with some alcohol, and this gonna help you achieve a nice crispy hairline. So I just want to point out that there is no right or wrong way to line somebody's hair up. Unless like one side of their hair is higher than the other side, then of course you want to go with the higher side and work your way to the left or the right. But if that's not the case, you can start from any point of the hairline to line the hair up. So if you want to start with your vertical bars, you can start with that. Then you can start in the middle and work your way to the left or work your way to the right. And what you're pretty much doing is just connecting the lines. So that's going to help you achieve a straight hairline. A lot of barbers say, oh, start from the middle, then work your way to the left or to the right, or start to the right and work your way to the left, or start to the left and work your way to the right. There's no right or wrong way to line somebody's hair up. Whatever you feel comfortable with, that's what you do. It's okay to take advice and take different methods from different barbers and create your own method, but take what you see other barbers do and create your own style and create your own method, because at the end of the day, you want to cut to where you comfortable. You want to create a system to where you comfortable with. You don't want to just watch other barbers and keep doing what they do, because what works for them may not work for you. So as a new barber, you're going to have to create your own faded methods or your cutting style and just run with it. And that's going to help you perfect your craft as an upcoming barber. And do not go straight into using enhancements. It's okay to use enhancements, but starting out as a new barber, you want to make sure that you learn how to line up the natural hair as crispy as possible first, and then add a little bit of enhancements on the hair, to make it pop more. Because I see a lot of barbers, they rely on the enhancements. Like I see barbers, they just spray fibers or spray enhancements on the hair and then line it up and make it look crispy. And then when the client get home, they sweat or take a shower, they go be like, dang, where my hairline go? So do not be one of those barbers and rely on enhancements. Like, please make sure that you line the natural hairline up first and then add a little bit of enhancements on, because when that enhancements start to come off and wear off, the hairline still go look good and still, kind of be crispy, because you made sure that natural hairline is crispy. I grew up in the 90s, so I grew up in an era where hairlines was naturally crispy. Enhancements wasn't a thing. Like, I'm glad I got the best of both worlds, because I can utilize both and make my haircuts that much cleaner. And don't be afraid to learn how to use the straight razor. The straight razor is your friend. It's going to help you detail your cuts and bring your haircuts out more. And one way you can learn how to use the straight razor is by putting shaving cream on a balloon and holding a straight razor at a 45-degree angle. And if you pop the balloon, that means you was either pushing too hard or you just had the angle wrong. But you'll know you're doing it right if you can shave the whole balloon without popping it. And this is the end of the video. This was supposed to be a tutorial, but I had so much stuff I wanted to say in this video. But if y'all like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. And I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.